Today we are discussing about a very important question of trigonometry which came in JEE Advanced 2025. What is the question? An expression is represented by alpha here. To find the value of cosec 1 degree divided by alpha whole square. So what is alpha? 1 by sin 60 into sin 61 plus 1 by sin 62 into sin 63 plus continuing thus, the last term is given by 1 by sin 118 into sin 119. To solve this type of question, we have to follow the angles given in the expression. We can see that the angles present in the first expression is 60 and 61. In the second expression, the angles are 62 and 63. And in the last expression, the angles are 118 and 119. So we can see that in each case, the difference between angles is 1 degree. That is the important part of this question. And we have to find the value of cosec 1 degree by alpha whole square. That means we have to introduce 1 degree to simplify the given expression, which is denoted by alpha. To solve this type of question, so alpha is equal to, we can write it 1 by sin 1 degree. That means we are dividing the whole expression by sin 1 degree. Since we are dividing by sin 1, we have to multiply each term by sin 1 degree. So the first term becomes sin 1 degree divided by sin 60 degree into sin 61 plus the second term is sin 1 degree divided by sin 62 degree into sin 63. Continuing in the same method, the last term becomes sin 1 degree divided by sin 118 degree into sin 119 degree. So alpha can be written as 1 by sin 1 degree. Now follow the first term. The angles present in the denominator is 60 and 61, whose difference is 1 degree. So the numerator can be written as sin 61 degree minus 60 degree divided by the denominator sin 60 into sin 61 plus, in the second case, the numerator can be written as sin 63 minus 62, as there are 62 and 63 degree in the denominator. So the denominator is sin 62 into sin 63. Continuing, the last term is sin 1 degree is written as the difference between 119 degree minus 118 degree divided by the denominator is sin 118 into sin 119. So in each case, we can see the numerator is of the form sin A minus B. That means sin is operating on the difference of two angles. So using that formula, we can simplify the form is 1 by sin 1 into. So what is the formula of sin A minus B? The formula of sin A minus B is sin A into cos B minus cos A into sin B. This is the standard formula when sin is operating on the difference of two angles. So using that formula, we can break the numerators in each term. So sin 61 minus 60 can be written as sin 61 into cos 60 minus cos 61 into sin 60 divided by the denominator is sin 60 degree into sin 61 plus in the second term the numerator becomes sin 63 into cos 62 minus cos 63 into sin 62 divided by the denominator becomes sin 62 into sin 63. Continuing, the last term becomes sin 119 into cos 118 minus cos 119 into sin 118 divided by the denominator is sin 118 into sin 119. Now we can separate the terms. That means in the numerator by denominator. So sin 61 into cos 60 divided by sin 60 into sin 61 minus cos 61 into sin 60 divided by sin 60 into sin 61. So if we separate, then for the first case sin 61 and sin 61 will be cancelled. We will get cos 60 by sin 60, which is cot 60, minus for the second case sin 60 will be cancelled from numerator and denominator, and we shall get cos 61 by sin 61, which is equal to cot 61. So continuing this process, we can write the next step as 1 by sin 1 into within bracket. The first term is cot60 minus cot61 plus, for the second case, sin63, sin63 cancelled, we shall get cot62 minus, in the second case, sin62, sin62 cancelled, cos63 by sin63 is cot63. Continuing, we can write the last term as cot 118 minus cot 119. Now we can say cot 119 degree can be written as cot 2 into 90 minus 61. Clearly the angle 119 degree lies in second quadrant where cot is negative, and this is an even multiple of 90 degree. So cot will remain cot and the angle present is 61. So proceeding like this, we can write the next step as 1 by sin 1 degree into, what is the value of cot 60? 60 degree is a standard angle, and we know value of cot 60 is 1 by root 3. So minus cot 61 plus cot 62 minus cot 63 plus, continuing thus, cot 118 degree can be written as minus cot 62, and since cot 119 degrees minus cot 61, so minus cot 119 degree can be written as cot 61 plus cot 61. So minus cot 61 plus cot 61 cancelled, plus cot 62 minus cot 62 cancelled, and seeing the pattern of this expression, we can say that alpha must be equals to 1 by sin 1 degree is cosec 1 degree multiplied by 1 by root 3, as the remaining terms are cancelled. So by cross multiplication, we can say cosec 1 degree divided by alpha is equal to root 3, but we have to find the square of this value. Hence, cosec 1 degree divided by alpha whole square is equal to root 3 whole square, which is equal to 3.